everybody. How's it going? I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today in Anime Reaction, we're going to be watching the 11th episode of Death March Kara Hajimeru Isekai Kyousoukyoku. So, let's see, what happened last time? Was that them finding the other rat men and going on the journey?
Found the rat men, had the scene in the ruins. We started having a flashback of that rainbow-haired childhood friend goddess of Sato's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, shit like that.
Anyway, 3,
2,
1,
let's jam.
Sheep milk liquor.
No, thank you.
Blushing over a few coins. I guess she wants a different kind of tip. Rounds for the whole place.
Thanks.
Big spender. She about to try and rob him. She's about to try and rob him.
Huh?
Man. Wish we had restaurants that treat you like that if you tip big.
Right. Good luck robbing him, though, because most of his gold is stored in his storage.
Right.
You know, the thing that can't be accessed by anybody but him.
Fair enough, fair enough. They don't know that. But then again, if he can ward off the horny sidekick in his harem.
Well, the horny psychic in his party is also a lolly.
She does have the barrier working against her.
Yeah. This waitress does not.
Right.
Young, but I don't think it'd be that much of a problem.
She literally just shoved him in there. I don't think that's a problem. Now then, let's see how this goes. Oh! The morning after.
So he did.
Totally did.
You say guardian, but technically you're their master. Just saying, Satu. Get your Thomas Jefferson on. Villain of the week. Ah. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice. Time to gather ingredients? Oh. Practice. Oh boy. Almost the same thing, just missing the hand clap.
Well, I think technically that table makes it so he doesn't have to draw a transmutation circle, or in this case, a square.
Transmutation tablet?
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice.
Hmm.
How tranquil.
I wonder if MP potions can also quench thirst.
Is that like feature gadget number 8?
So what?
He called it magic item number 1. So is that like feature lab gadget number 8? That's it. You motherfucker! Aww. Right? Whoa. Flash! Ah! Oh my goodness.
Agent of Destruction.
Cutest home defense ever. Oh my god. Here used to be dragons?
Ain't no dragons no more. He killed the dragon god, remember?
Mm. Look for the walking suit of armor. A little bitch who gets injured easily? Oh. Ooh.
Hmm.
This requires finesse. Just saying.
Saying Lisa isn't finesse enough?
She's more of a warrior than a negotiator.
True.
Ooh. Not the kind I was expecting, but yeah, I'll make use of it. Cool.
These skills.
Keep expecting like a belly dancer to come out or something. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Wait, what did I say before about walking armor? Whoa! Close call.
What were you saying about the suit of armor?
Knew there was one involved. Didn't think there'd be this many. You know, if you value your continued existence. That's an angry looking bird. So that's why she crushed her with the bird.
How?
Bull. Shit.
I know anime hair defies the laws of physics, but...
I'm not sure if that's a hat or what.
A hat, a
Weird
bowl,
hat. Oh. In some parts, they call it moonshine.
In other parts, they call it white lightning.
Ooh.
That's a rather long incantation.
I keep thinking back to XP in Fable 2. How many things did she just kill?
Oh, so now it's the glowing path from Fable 2?
Ah.
Let you know where your next quest is.
Pretty.
Oh no, he just caught the disease from the Cowboy Bebop movie.
What you're looking for is not a virus. Aww. Oi. Oh god. Oh.
God
Time
damn
and
it.
place, bitch.
So they're off to make sure he doesn't cheat again.
Yep. What, bro? And how, yeah. Well, time to stick their noses into something hairy. Yes. 10 out of 10 want to be carried off by Pochi and Tama-chan. Ow!
Yeah, you totally have time to stop with all those guys following you on
And
the
they
horses.
would have been on her by now. Yeah. How much of a lead did she build on him? Jeez.
Right?
Roadblock. Oh boy. Ah.
None.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
I assume some of them didn't fall out of the crates.
oh my god, it's blazing sandals in a fantasy world. Just coercion? Oh boy. Probably the verbal smackdown. Welcome to the spot. Population, you. Once you react to what they say, it's over. Me too. Me too. And
Fuck is on her head?
I think it's like a little version of that bird that crushed her. It's just sleeping. She will never let that go.
It's time to learn pottery.
Time to get high on pottery. Yeah, totally hardcore.
This part's actually past where I've read in the books, so I have no idea what's going to happen for once. Well, I mean, I know what's going to happen because it's not that hard to predict, but...
Right. 11th hour save. Conspiracy's undone. But
I don't know how they're going to get there, so...
by the power of pottery! And glass blowing, probably. So for once, Satsu does the blowing. And not some random bar wench.
I mean, he literally had sex with a random bar wench, so...
And not for the first time in the series, either. Actually, no, first time was a brothel. So there you go. Acquired title, Big Tipper. A trip to the underworld, eh? That's doesn't sound like merely making a whole bunch of vials. If only it were that simple, guys. If only. Yeah, at first I thought it was like, okay.
I like how they didn't make him, what do they call it, a chaste hero? You know, where like, you know, yeah, he thinks about it a lot, but he never actually does anything.
Yeah.
Because that trope is way too used in anime.
No, he actually does it. It's implied, heavily implied. I like it.
Well, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it should be fine to have a tasteful sex scene.
Yeah, true.
And that was about as tasteful as you get, you know. Yeah, it's obvious what happens. Lights turn off, and then next day.
The next day with the angry harem. That was very well done.
Yeah, and I like that he's not embarrassed or flustered by it. It really, supports the fact that he's basically, a 29-year-old programmer,
Yeah.
even though he's in a 15-year-old's body. But I wouldn't expect somebody who's like our age to get flustered by that situation.
Yeah. Or be all looking a gift horse in the mouth. Yeah. Anyway, on to the important part of the episode. I actually did think that it was going to be some like cheap setup for like an assassination attempt or robbery. Just like a little cheap action scene, but no,
Right.
it was just Sato getting lucky. Or being rewarded for his generosity. It's like the, in Zelda 2? You know, you have water, come inside. Just saying. Anywho, we're learning alchemy. And how? Potion
Alchemy, potion making.
making. Because who wants to just be hack and slash and all that all the time, right?
Well, I mean, in Skyrim, the way to get broken is by potion making. That's how you break characters, man.
Yep.
Speaking of breaking,
Ow.
Angry Birds, not so much fun when they're that big.
Angry Birds. It's not so fun in real life. I found that I actually enjoyed this episode more, but as I said, this is also past where I've read in the novels, so I don't know what they're leaving out.
Right.
So when I don't know what they're leaving out, I feel that the series as an anime series is more enjoyable. I'm sure that they skip parts because that's what they've been doing all throughout this series.
Well, that's what you have to do whenever you put, manuscript to screen. Doesn't matter if it's a television series or a
actually more. That's
film.
what you do. That's what you have to do when you're putting a light novel to an anime series, and you're trying to do more than 2 light novels in a season. Because 2 light novels in a season, I feel, is the perfect amount. Because every series I've seen that's actually a good adaptation of its source material, that's based off of just 2 novels of material for a one core series, that's exactly the right amount. Like, what was it? The Devil is a Part-Timer, only adapted 2 of the light novels. It was really well adapted. Konosuba, that only adapted 2 light novels per season. Now,
And with
they were
2
only
less episodes
they were
worth
only
of-
10 episodes,
Yeah.
so they did end up leaving out some stuff.
But still, it could have been a lot worse.
But still, it was a pretty good adaptation of it. So,
Also, that says metalworking. I didn't notice that. I thought it said woodworking.
Oh, okay.
That's a very useful skill.
yes.
Working, make tools, and then there you go, yeah.
Any
crafting
I think probably
skills
one of
would be
my
useful.
favorite parts of this episode, though, was when he put the magic through the device that he made, and it like flash grenaded
God.
and woke up all of the other
Oh, yeah,
girls.
all the girls just like crawling all over
There's an
themselves.
attack!
An attack! Oh, my. That little scene with them just tumbling around the wagon, that was friggin' adorable.
I really like how this world is built, or how this player interface to the world is designed, in a like story standpoint. Like very similar to like how it was in Log Horizon, where you could interact with the menu and stuff like that, but it was easier to do like
interact with an object in the world,
yeah.
but it just like pops up to help you out.
Or it was better to interact in the world. Like you could just cook yourself a hamburger, and it tastes like plain nothing. It was just food. Or you could cook it, and it actually tastes like a hamburger.
Also, I want to point out how I think it was Pochi that was alerting everybody that it was an attack. The guard dog.
But oh my goodness, that's just too much. Anyhow,
But yeah, that's fun.
yeah, big conspiracy afoot here. That small-time thief extortionist. Reminds me of Beck from Big O. He's like really small time in the grand scheme of things, but he's persistent. Always there to get in the main character's way.
He's more of a thorn than anything.
Yeah.
Also, apparently paperwork is that guy's undoing. That's just his lot in life.
It's not a lot, but it's his life.
Yeah. Anyway, so let us know what you thought of anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you're interested in joining our Discord, look for it in the description below.
I was going to say before we started the sign off, next week's Hot Topic Gets High on pottery. That's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo, but
See.
you have to say he gets high on pottery. That's the way you gotta say it. Anyway,
see you
see you
next
next
time.
time.